guests tonight are Pulitzer Prize-winning titans of journalism who've been reporting for over 50 years. Combined, they've written 25 books, including their latest titles, Peril and Chasing History. Please welcome the truly legendary Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein. Gentlemen, thank you both for being here. I've interviewed both of you individually. This is the first time I've seen you in full form, the two of you together, bring the band back together here. You were here because not only is this Friday the 50th anniversary of the Watergate break-in, but you have a new 50th anniversary edition of All the President's Men, right there, your classic book, on the Watergate scandal. And it says, with a new foreword on what Watergate means today. I'll bite. What does Watergate mean to us today? Have you been watching the hearings?
Yeah. I mean, obsessively. I think they're great hearings. I think it not only tells you what happened, but at the center of this is who is Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is somebody... you've got to make a tough judgment. But he did all of these things, and it is a crime in the simplest definition to try to subvert the legitimate function of government. And this is to certify on January 6th who's president. If they don't do that, we don't have a precedent. I mean, if Pence
or a democracy.
Or democracy. If Pence had just walked off and said, oh, sorry, never mind. I'm sorry, that's another show. And then what would have happened? And so the stakes couldn't be higher.
No, that's right.
Carl, what do you think, what do we learn from Watergate that's applicable today?
Well, first of all, Richard Nixon was a criminal president who tried to undermine the very basis of our democracy, the electoral system. And then you have Donald Trump, who also tried to undermine the electoral system, but went farther. He staged a coup to prevent the peaceful transfer of power to the duly elected successor, Joe Biden, who was elected fairly and freely. And then we have, in this coup attempt, the first seditious president of the United States. Imagine a president who attempts to inspire an insurrection at the Capitol building to shut down an election. The President of the United States has to be elected by the electors with the Vice President presiding at 1 p.m. on January 6th. If they can't fulfill that function, then you're into chaos, maybe martial law. We had a coup staged by a president the likes of which you see in juntas, the likes of which you see in authoritarian regimes all over the world.
In the new foreword to All the President's Men, it compares the former president to Nixon. What do you gentlemen see as the starkest similarities between Nixon and Trump?
An obsession with hating the opposition. Nixon said so famously the day he resigned, we'll never forget this. I mean, he's giving this speech. He's leaving the presidency, something he worked all of his life to get. And he says, quote, always remember, others may hate you, but those who hate you don't win unless you hate them. And then you destroy yourself. It's the hating that eats away at you. Trump is the same way. I was in 2020 down at Mar-a-Lago interviewing him, and he had a video of himself giving the State of the Union address, but he put in various Democrats, and they're just kind of sitting there, and Trump's right behind me. I thought he was going to bite me in the neck. He said, see it? It's hate. It's hate. And there's no doubt that a lot of these people hate him and he hates them, but this accelerated sense of you know, they are after me. I mean, Bernie Sanders, there was a clip of Bernie Sanders, and see the hate, and, you know, Bernie's just sitting there.
It's projection?
Yeah,
It's a little bit of projection?
yeah.
We have to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein, everybody. Stick around.